Okay, good. Hold on. Okay, so we are on live in YouTube and also in Zoom. Right. Welcome all of y'all. Hi, Lamai. We are on back again with A level 2023 and yet more Python past paper discussion. So today is the day two of the discussion too. I'll be doing another two more sessions maybe of discussing further more years of past paper regarding our Python series also. Days are getting little by little okay near to your exams, okay, and you all have a little bit of pressure now onwards. Yet this pressure will become bigger if you started avoiding India. So make sure you started working. Okay, not only the pressure from you guys. Okay, as a teacher, I do have lots of pressure. Okay, I don't know how many hours I do sleep. Okay, if I just take the number of hours that I have set for the entire week, that is okay. I can't. I don't know. Okay, maybe it will be like around 10 or 15 hours done. So it's a day. Okay, but then days are also going on. So make sure you go through. People who are applying for the exam applications, okay, A level exam, do not wait until an auspicious time. Okay, උඹලට වෙල කියන්න ඕනේ නැහැනේ අන්තිම වෙලකම නිකන් යන්න එපා. Make sure you all apply now itself. Most of the work you can do it in online and by sending your mail. You don't need to visit physically except for few cases in there. But okay, try to apply now itself. Okay, personally, if some students around Colombo around 3 to 4 admissions mama class in personally mama ඉඳගෙන දාගෙන හිටියා. Okay, Umar Atal Dinne. Okay, some have applied for the examination. They have put the male like a female dala. Some they have put the initial wrong. They have put the address wrong. Okay, B la danni ne. Umbala okkoma exam application sir sariya senjikolela. இதுல வந்து A level வர்றது நல்லா அட்டின்னு தட்டன்னு அடிச்சு should kill. Okay, your parents scold you all. That's good. Okay, that's supposed to happen. So don't wait till until an auspicious time to go through. You have couple of concern now. Number one is private medium students. This is only for the private candidates, not for the government candidates. For government, school will take over and everything for y'all. So private candidates, more if you come across in there, make sure if you are applying and ogolanta OTP when ogolangi O level exam karna goda teacher sectional head might have registered with her mobile phone number. OTP will go to there. So it's just an easy fact rather than sending an email to the Department of Examination. If you can contact that teacher or the sectional head from your school who have already registered your ID number under their name to call them and get the phone number. That's it. Okay, easy. That is much more easy. And then you have simply can do registration in there. If you're unable to find the phone number, this is for the student who enter the ID number, but OTP goes somewhere else. Egolante, what you can do it is you can write a letter. Okay, take a white color sheet, put your name, address, details, contact number, email address, ID number kadala. Address to Department of Examination, advanced level, depart section kiladala. Okay, and then you can say request of changing my registered phone number, request of changing the contact details kiladala. You can write a letter so and so. This is my ID number. I have been planning to sit for the examination, but my register phone number has been changed. Please be kind enough to change the admission number and keep me updated. Kila dala. Letter ka clear sign karla. Scan your ID copy, front and back, and email to the Department of Examination. Mama group pe dalati on the email address. Anybody who have okay, who have been okay, who have been talking and that okay mail legat balanda kaatari onina drop me a message as soon as possible. I'll guide through in there. That's number one. Number two, for the people who are doing fast track, who are not yet gained 18 years, you all have to take a principal's letter or you all have to take the school leaving certificate. O level leaving certificate. Okay, you all can send an email. Okay, or else you all can send your parents or any of your okay parents recently call karapu okay. I got this mail put back in there. So what they say it is because contacting the department is more difficult. Okay, they are not answering the phone call because they do get lots of concern in nikam aathalegarath gannani. So application for advanced level for the students those who are 6 or after 2006 or after, you need to get your school leaving certificate, a copy of your NIC and copy of your birth certificate in there. Okay, ek aragena you don't need to go, you can at least send your parents or you better go in there and then hand it over the application form in the yeah department of examination එකට ගිහලා ඔයගොල්ලන් applied, you will have to hand it over. Mail එකක් වැඩ කරයිද කියලා දන්නේ නැහැ, but try sending a mail. If you don't get a reply within 2 to 3 days, make sure you all do visit and make it sort it out. Okay, within this month make sure you sort it out everything in there because last moment වෙලට තියාගන්න නම් එපා. Okay, anybody who have not yet applied for the examination, private candidates in on, can you just click your raise up button? Can I get a quick scene? Anybody who are there private candidates who are planning to write for the examination who have not yet applied in there? Good. Okay, what you all are waiting for? Any kind of auspicious time or else මොනවාරි නැකතක් තියලා දිනවද? Okay, නැත්නම් you all are waiting until come some kind of a khalifa or some kind of an okay some kind of a religious leader come and give you a blessing or something? No, right? Okay, make sure you go and apply it today and finish it off. Okay, because you will get problems and those problems you all don't need to wait for last moment. Sort out kala under. Okay, don't wait it. Okay, bulat kola din don't. Make sure you all go and apply soon. Okay, கடைசி நேரம் வரை வச்சுட்டு இருக்கிறது எதுக்கோ தெரியும். Okay, don't keep it until the last moment, very important. Okay, so that is under the exam applications in there. So once you have done it, once you have had your admission, all the details are correct. That's it. Okay, let's forget about in there. Start working harder. Okay, regards to ICT, I also give a plan. Okay, that you all have to start to do past papers or else model papers by now itself. Okay, your main duty is on doing papers. So online class as well, tuition class as well, both they will be doing papers. So make sure to keep on doing papers also. In our classes, I'll be doing two types of papers. One is a booster and merit. Booster is as a homework, merit is as physical classes. So in this week also we couldn't do it because of my schedule. Okay, that's why in there. But then I scheduled this free session. Okay? So you are getting. So hopefully, however, okay, there will be a free classroom on every week basis. Like I'll keep in touch with you all. I'll be helping you all till the last moment as much as possible. Yes, we on Friday we also have scheduled an extra session on adders, flip flops, latch. Okay, make sure you do join that session too if you wanted to clear your doubts in life. Okay, but if you all do have schools or any other classes, then completely fine. The recording will be uploaded in YouTube. You all can check it later by also. That's a session under. Okay, that's a session under others, flip flops, and everything in there. Right, good. Happy. Love to put a revision classroom, but then I don't have time. Yeah, I don't have time. That's the thing. Okay, I love to put a revision classroom, but then no time pass. Leave it alone. Okay, give me a minute. Okay. Right. So, Api, last class, okay, day one session, okay, we were doing on towards the A level 2023 paper, okay. We were able to go through all the MCQ questions one by one, and then I was able to go into the eighth question, okay, question number B part kara, on the bubble sort thing, okay, and then today we have to discuss the A section and also the file handling parts. So I'm planning to cover up almost every section on at least on 4 to 5 years of past papers. Put the karamu, okay, along in here. In our online session, we are also starting databases from next week. Okay, database management system. All our centers we are starting DBMS from July onwards, July 1st week ikinang. And junior batch we are starting networking also. So that's how okay with regards to our exams are going on in it. Tute, we are going through in the last part. Okay, Uh, I'll keep you all updated. 2023 A level paper, your opinion. One of the standard paper I have ever seen, okay, across all the other years. So great hats off to the examination department. It's a really, really good paper where students, teachers, both parties will work harder for the upcoming papers in there, because you all think that AECT papers, okay, up to that standard now, standard, but now students have a mindset, okay, yes, it's going to be standard paper, okay, in terms of not hard, hard, I'm not going to use the word hard, but then it's a really, really standard paper. Right, so let's begin with this question. I'll start off with A part, because last class ke mama make A part take I skipped it and did the B section again. We started off our discussion, so today we will be continuing from this part. Right. Any doubts or anything before we start? Okay, do you all have any questions to be clarified regarding the examination papers or anything in there? Okay, just getting an opinion quickly. Hmm. So will the bubble sort format change? Bubble sort format take it won't change, pa. Okay, it won't change. Okay, so we are going on towards this question. That's going to be from A level 2023 question in B parts. Okay, just remember also, people, if you are trying to get an A pass, especially in ICT, Python is must. Okay, so here they have also given a function, okay, that is DEF function number one. So this is the name of the function, okay, and this function carries an parameter, and the parameter name is known as str. That's normally string tamaki. So this function is completely inactive till you call it. So that's the next thing we have to go through. So we have to see whom calls it. String equal library. So the word library will be assigned here. String 2 equal function 1. Now this person is calling the function. Okay, who is calling the function? We are just calling the function in there. So we are calling this function by sending the string 1. So what is string 1 now? String 1 will become, str will become, that string will become library. Okay, the word library in there. Okay, so by default, you can understand what is happening. So up to now, are you all okay? So we have got this str has library. Okay, obviously, as far I know, it's a combination of last year papers. Okay, new string equal as an empty string they have put. So the new string word is an empty string. It's completely empty, doesn't have anything. Okay, one notice for y'all is a note to be considered. If I enter 5 plus 6, if I enter 6 plus 5, can you all tell me the output, Mashud? What is the answer of 5 plus 6? What is the answer of these two? Okay, just in note, I just wanted to get it in there. 5 plus 6, Priya, it will give you 11, obviously correct. But this would give you again 11, very good. Okay, what is it? 65. Why? String will be joined together, int will be added together. So may I get data type pick a int, may I get data type pick a string. So remember, string will be joined together, whereas int will be added together. So you have to keep in notice in there. So that's the next point. Okay. So string none, it will join. Okay. It will join, int none, it will be added. Good. So how do you know whether is it a string? Double inverted commas. For character in string, what do you mean by character in string? It's a repetition. This is a loop. It goes through, it assigns a variable called character. This special variable called, there is a character called variable. It is assigning in string. What is string? Library. So what it will happen is the character will repeat of all the characters one by one. Library. That means a repetition will be initiated to repeat all the characters one by one. Repeating it again, a repetition will be initiated to repeat all the characters one by one. That means it will become L. It's like a telephone prakaras LIBRA अन्य विधेयता में अन्य. So AK, let's take one by one. If the character in AEIOU, what is this in? In is a function. It returns. Priya, in returns what pa? Any idea? In returns either true or false if it's present. Okay, if presence. If it's present, in would return either true or false. If character in AEIOU basically checks the vowel. So if that L is a vowel, if that I is a vowel, if that B is a vowel, if that R is a vowel, if it's a vowel, it would say new string plus this. What is this assignment? Let's expand it. What do you mean by this? So new string plus equal new string. What is that? This is equivalent to new string equal to new string plus new string. That's the expanded version. We call these as assignment operators. Okay, you join it together, right? So it would join with new string. If it's yes. If it's no, it would say new string plus character. New string plus equal, what is it, Baba? Character. So what do you get it? That is new string equal new string plus character. So it will be like this. Okay, so you have either no, either yes. So in statement will reply either true or false. False ne no, true ne yes. It's by no. Yeah, this is an asterisk. No, yeah. So this will give you asterisk. Nice. So this will add with an asterisk. So it will be adding with this asterisk. Okay, good. So let's see. Is L a vowel? No. Is L a vowel? No. So what will happen? New string, that's empty, plus the character. So it will become L. Okay. Is L a vowel? No. So it will become. Is I a vowel? Yes. So you will get this way. Is B a vowel? No. Like this. Is R a vowel? No. Is A a vowel? Yes. Is R a vowel? No. Is Y a vowel? No. And then finally, it would return the new string letter, and then you will get printed. So your final answer would be, what is the output of the code? It will be L asterisk BR asterisk RY. So this is my final output. That means what is happening? For the word library, you replace the asterisk, the star mark, if it's a vowel. So let's say in the first one, L. Is it a vowel? No. No, not. New string plus character. What is new string? Empty plus the character L. So it will become L. So now you have the new string as L. I, is it a vowel? Yes. That asterisk. New string plus asterisk. So L asterisk. Okay. Is B a vowel? No. So we have L asterisk and then we have B. It's no, no. So you join it. So L asterisk B. Likewise, we go. This is a similar type of a question which has been asked in previous years to find the vowel. So make a good famous question. Okay. That's not a hard one. 2023, I really loved it. All questions are really up to the standard, especially of the operating system and everything that we have discussed, which is available in our YouTube. Make sure you go and check it. Okay. I'm talking like YouTube these days. Okay. So make sure you go and take it in there. Okay. Ekat really, really great. Okay. Ekit lassana questions ටිකක් තමයි තිබ්බේ. Any more questions, doubts that you all do have it in this part? Great. Okay. Can we have a thumbs up if you all have understood? Okay. Good. Okay, good. Right. Great. So let's move on to the next part. That's going to be a question under file handling. Okay, one of the complex question that you have ever seen in your A-level papers. Okay, when you do a couple of A-level papers in there, especially in terms of Python. Okay, this type of a question was really they have taken into a deep level where they have made it actually for you all to think. So now looking at this question, you will be like wondering, what the hell am I supposed to do here? Okay, I have no idea what is the answer. Okay, and what actually happens. Now, how are we going to decode this question? Okay, the problem in here is you might not know what is actually happening. Okay, first I have to explain you what happens in this code. Second, I have to explain you each and every line. Third, let's find it out together what is missing. Okay, so the missing part first okay, first we have to decode what is happening in the code. So file handling, you have only two options, write and read. That's it. Okay, you write the data, you read the data. So in this question, this part is only file handling, this part is the logic. So in logic okay, let's see what is the question. An estate owner wants a program. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, 3 steps now. Steps to 9. 1, let's go through the question. 2, the code. 3, missing. So I'll explain you one by one. Okay. First of all, මේ තුනම ඔයගලන්ට තේරෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒක තමයි code missing code එක බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, that is the answer. That's second. First of all, let's decode it together. Okay. So let me go for the question in there. Determine to find the minimum currency note combination needed to make a pay for each employee. For an example, if an employee salary is 4,000, it should be paid using 8 notes of 5. 5 into 8, 40. And not 400 notes of 100. 400 notes of 100. So basically, it is trying to get rid of, it's trying to give the maximum largest possible numbers possible. If you want to pay 10,000, it's better to give it in 5,000, not in hundreds. So you have to find that also. That means, pull on the local numbers. If I an example, what they say in this line is, may line explain what they're trying to say it is, if you want to pay 40k, Better give in 5K, then give it in 1K, and then give it in 500, then give it in hundreds. Did you get the point? So they say give it in 5,000, Madhu not give it in thousands, Madhu not give it in 500s, Madhu not give it in hundreds. Do not give everything in 100. Did you all understand the question? So there is a logic. We have to find it out. Okay. We have to find it out. That also. Okay. That's something in there. Got it. So keep replying so that I know whether you all are in track also. Okay. That's we are decoding the question. Okay. The program should also output the currency requirement for all employees. Okay. The program should use the text.p employees.txt file which contains the employee details. Okay. Each line in it contains an employee name and net pay. Each line in it contains an employee name and net pay. The Python program is written for this purpose to show on the left below the sample.txt file, and the program output is shown in the right. Write down the suitable placement of AGX. Right. Okay. So, abhi code done this, sir. Shall we build it? If you all understood in here, how would you pay Raj? We have to pay Raj. I have 5,000, I have 1,000, I have 500, I have 100, I have 50, and then I have coins maybe. Yeah, 10 is there. Okay. Can you tell me the number of notes I need? 5K willing kochara then on the Raj. And then 8, they move 5 into 8, 40,000. Sorry, 5 into, okay, 8. 8 deal 9 5,000, how much we have to give? Okay, yeah, 8 dunno tarne 5,000 into 8, 5,000 into 10 killing 50,000, no, 40,000. Then how much do I have it in balance? 120 rupees. 100 nang 100 rupees willing ekai, 20 rupees willing ekai. Have we understood? Okay, that's what we are decoding, eh? Right. Then what about Niranjala? Okay, Niranjala. Right. 51,000. So 5K is willing Dahayat. 51,670. 5K willing Dahayai. 51,600 के लिए क्या 500 rupees ekai. Nane. Yeah, 51,000 no. So Dahayak nemini. Yeah, 1,000 rupees ekai. Then 600 के लिए क्या 500 rupees ekai. 50 ekai, 20 ekai. Just check whether is it correct. Then Niranjala. Do we need 100 also? Yeah, no. 600 no. I hope it's okay. Understood. Now fine. 20 ekai. 20. Yeah, this is 20. 20 ekai, 50 ekai, 100 ekai, 500 ekai, 1,000 ekai, 5,000 ekai. Why, Hannah, are you crying? Just now we just started the question. Did you all understand what this question is supposed to do? By mistake, is it okay? 10, 50, 51, 600, 70. All okay? Done. So this is what the most fundamental thing you have to go through. Python, if you're trying to do a question, first you have to understand what they have said. So we exactly know, okay, this would be the input and this would be the output. Now the next point is, how am I supposed to get the input and the output? Okay, now hope everyone have understood in this. Second one is, obviously it needs a repetition. It needs a selection. You have to go through again and again and again. We have to divide it and see. Okay, some division plays a major role in here. Some modular division, I think it will play a major role because it will give the remainder. Okay, okay. So things are going on in it. The output for the program which they have given has an error. Okay, Abhibalam. So next thing is, okay, we have to go for the code. Right? Let's see the analysis. Abhibalam metana har de kiela. Okay, finally they need the total also. Okay, The program should use the employee which contain the play. It needs like the program should also output the currency requirement for all employees. So we have two employees. So how many 5,000 should be there? So we have to get the total also. Total currencies need 5k kocharakkonede 100k kocharakkonede. This is going to be very interesting. Okay, 500 yakkonede 20 kocharakkonede 10 kocharakkonede 5k 1k 500 20 100 50. How many notes do you need in 5,000? I need 18 notes. 1,000, only one note. 500, 500 also one note. 100, two notes. 50 ekai, 20 dekai. Thumbs up. Okay, good. Maybe you are not doing Python. It is completely doesn't matter. But then you should have the capacity of trying it in your MCQs. No, don't keep that mindset. I am not trying Python in there. Okay, I'm not going to do this skill. Okay, Python is needed in MCQ. What if you get a question like this in MCQ? So, okay, you can't trust your friend. Definitely, don't trust you. Okay, your friend may be giving that answer, but then okay, you have to double check it, no? So make sure in there. So let's see whether what we have decoded is it correct. So 80011, 80011. Okay, 101111, 101111, 1811212, 1811212, 18112. Hey, there's a mistake. What I can do? 22. Hurry, 22. Did you do it correctly? 18. Hurry. 1001, 501, 100 dekai, 20 dekai. Hurry, that is completely fine. Did you get it? This is what they wanted. Niranjala only missing. Niranjala's one. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hurry, 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 come hurry. Okay, good. Okay, shall we begin for the code? So this is the input. So innovative. Yeah. Innovative, it's wrong. Okay, appetite that mean have typed it. Okay, I think he was okay in the midnight or something. So appetite body mistake I took a screenshot in here, do the changes accordingly. Right. So this is the input here. This is the output. Okay, now let's decode the code. That's going to be our phase number 2. Let's go through the code one by one. So they have given a comment saying the currency used in Sri Lanka. So they have already a list called as notes. So that's much more easy for us because we can get the notes in there. So they have a container called notes. Okay. And then total notes should be the last one. Total note should be the output that we are supposed to get it. So ekat teenava. Right? So total notes is the final one we are supposed to get it. So notes kill again at that 1,500 and everything. Total notes in the sense that is required in there. So this should be updated. So among them, which one should be updated? Should you update the notes or total notes? So total. Among these two lists, which list should be updated? This needs to get updated. This is used as a reference. So this is what we call it as a code analysis. If you know exactly what is happening, it's easy. Both lines okay? Nice. Focus, very important for another 10 or 15 minutes. Focus karat hari ahanda pulong. I will not repeat the question again. Okay. Mama line by line yanava. I explain in because pointless. Right. So that's number 1. Then if you come down, something regards to file. Okay. File equal a employees. So you have the employees.txt. Okay. This is an option called file. So what is the command to deal with? What is the option? What is the command we use to deal with files? open function. Beautiful. Open functions takes two inputs. What are those two inputs? The file name and the mode. So they have given the file name called as employee.txt. They have given R. So what is A? That's file, right? That's file. Okay, good. While true, what do you mean by this true? While true, again, it's something like this. It's a repetition. We call it as a never-ending repetition. So obviously, okay, the while loop will repeat if it's true, no? So open. Yeah, A is open. Okay, right. So what is this while true, Kilakianne? While true. What do you mean by this is, now normally in a repetition, okay, in addition box, we have either yes and no. The code repeats when it's become yes. You either say 3 greater than 6 or you say num less than 5. Whatever it can be, it will be repeated only if it's true. Okay. So the condition, whatever the condition that you write, it will repeat if it's only true. So what they have done in this code is they have initiated telling that this is always true. Okay. The code is always true. The condition by default, it's true. So it's a never ending loop while true. So you have to use a break to stop it. Okay. You have to use a break to stop it. So this is a kind of a logical statement. So you have to use break to end it. Okay. You have to use a break statement to end it. So continue. Normally අපි condition එකක් දැම්මොත් 3 greater than 6 num less than 5 int less than 10 නම් you know it will stop somewhere. Here we don't know when it will stop, so we have to use a break to stop the code. Did you all get the concept here? Did you all get a concept here? Okay. Again, we have to use a break statement. I don't know when to use it, but somewhere we have to use the break statement to end the code. Okay. I have no idea where to end it. Okay. I'm also doing with you guys only. Code discuss. So the thing is, I also didn't check the code, go through in there because discuss okay. We will be like actually feeling like doing it as a student. Okay. Okay, this is how we decode it. That's the reason. Okay, even I didn't check the code. Okay, even I have no idea where the break statement will be. Okay, I'm doing with you guys. Okay, so then only we will have an idea. Okay, this is what decoding is all about, right? So next line, required nodes. I think this is this part. So this is also supposed to be updated. So this is required nodes will always get updated time to time. That means for one loop, so this is a repetition. Loop, so repetition. See, everything is indented inside. That means everything will be repeated. And this J is the exit point. That is outside. So basically from here to here, everything will be repeated. That's the loop. Okay. A loop it's everything is indented. So that's where the loop stays. So I think for one by one employee, the requirement will get updated. So a rotation required will become 0. Did you get the concept? Okay. They have put here so that this is for the first employee. Second employee, when I go to all become 0. So you will do the rotation again from the first. Third line, and again it will become 0. So this required statement is something like this. For each and every employee, he will become 0. He will make the count as 0. So when do you know it? It will be repeated from this line. Oh, you did know. So this entire code is for one single employee. So you have to keep in mind, not for all. Okay, for one single employee only you're doing it. Okay. Right. Happy? Good. Next one, file dot read line. What do you mean by line? You have three options: a read statement, read line statement, write statement, read line statement, write statement, a write line statement. So these are the statement in there. What happens in a read statement is it would read the entire file. But remember, it will be reading as a string. So it would read the entire file as a string and give it to you. The complete file will be read. This would give you, okay, read line by line. Line by line. That's also as a string. Okay, read lines ke liye what? It will give you as a list. Farade. Okay. Write ke liye what? You can store data as a string. So you can say enter value string. Okay. Write line ke liye kya ne? Enter value as a list of string. That's also there. So write lines ke liye what? It will enter all the data, but it will take it as a list. It is also available. List yeah, he will send it. So that's couple of things. Okay, these are a couple of factors to know when we are going through it. Okay, line statements too. Okay, now you have to keep this in mind. So read ke liye it will read the entire file. Read line ke liye line by line as a list. Read lines ke liye it will read the entire line as a list. Line by line ke liye string. Read lines ke liye it will read the entire file as a list. एक आध दिन दे read lines entire file as a list of string. Entire file as a list of string. Okay, good, nice. I think I uploaded a recording also on the file handling or file handling. Okay, good. So what are the command they are using? Read line. So it will write one single line. So it would read Raj, the entire line as a list string. Okay. And then it will read Niranjala. And the third line should stop the code. Yeah. Okay. So it will read in there. So they check something in here. So it's something on checking. Have no idea what is it. This statement is also vague. Okay, make a check karna. If B line, what do you mean by this? It's a selection. B line ke liye na men me line ne ka check karna. So it checks one by one, line by line. Tama ya check karan. Okay, it checks line by line. So it checks the first line, Raj use karna. Second line, Niranjala. Third line is going to be empty. Okay, it's going to be empty. So line by line and empty. For an example like this balanda. Let me take PyCharm and show it to you all also. Okay. Nice. Okay. Malanda mitana api Raj 40,250 or something. Can you see the screen? Yeah, no? So okay, taking around half an hour to 1 hour to do this code, that's completely fine. Okay, as long Lamite there not okay. Good. And then not everyone can stay for a long time. Okay. You need to understand. Niranjala. Okay, something. So I'm reading the file called this file. So I'll say, okay, print f dot read. Balanda, mang read ut See, it would read the entire file. Harne. Okay. Read line kilikan first line. Read lines kilikan the entire line as a list. See. Hari. So read line tamaidin. So that is the first line. Okay. Let's print it again. Second line, third line, second line, third line, and you're getting an empty string. Did you get it? Raj, the first line, then there's a space. Second line, Niranjala, there's a space. Third line, there's empty. So when it's empty, we know that there is no more data after this. Did you get the concept? So if I say here, x kilodamot, and if I run the code, you will get x here. That means that space. Third line is empty. That means that's the end of the line. So Priya, okay, in this question, how do you know that you have come to the end of the file? By a space, no? Okay, so antimate space out, that's empty. That means my file data na. Data degai thine, tunmini data empty. Did you get the concept? Okay. So if you use that read line file, something like that. But mama ekama read lines kila dunnot, the last file ekkonda balaganna puluwan. Slash in. If you encounter slash in, that means that's the end of the file. If I say read lines. But if I say read line, how do you know it's? That's space. Antima space. So don't we have option to mention a line and read it? That's this right, read line. Okay. So coming back to our code is this. So here what will do it is, it will check, do you have a space? Is there any space in that file? So if b dot line, you take the first line, do you have a space? You take the second line, do you have a space? You take the third line, do you have a space? So first we are taking the first line. Space okay, this means it's a space. Okay, there is a space. Space okay, so do we have a space in there? Empty space. If do you find a space in there, we'll say break. That's the code you have to go through here. If you encounter a space, stop the code. Because, okay, should you end the code at the beginning or at the end? Okay, should I take all the data and then end the code, or before taking the data, we have to check, do you have the record, and end it? Ending the code should happen in the beginning, no? Because it's a never ending loop. Okay, if you encounter that there is nothing in here, simply what we do? Okay, simply break it. Sorry. Turn on the maker. Concept. So if you find the space, you break it. Meaning from there the code ends, and it will say print total requirement, and he will print everything in there. It's basically. Did you all understand the concept? Okay, so how do you know we should put it here? That's the next part. Okay, it comes with practice. Okay, it comes with practice in there. How do you know that we have to put plus when you're doing a question on addition? It comes with practice. It came with practice in there. So read tibbot, how to identify whether it's end of the line. Read kila dala tibbot loop එක කතා වෙනස්. Read කියලා දාලා තිබ්බොත් full line එක වෙනවනේ. එතකොට ඇවිල්ලා ඒක list කඩලා, okay, you have to break it in there, and then only you have to break it. ඒ කියන්නේ you will get the entire list, and then you have to split it. Split කරන්න ඕනේ. Split කරලා loop එකේ තමයි නතර කරන්න ඕනේ. So you can't use true here. Any questions? It will take more than 1 hour to discuss this question exactly. Yeah, it would take like around 1 hour. Hari question discuss. Good question. Process it in there line by line yanni. Because I will not explain it after ending. Yeah. Gonek wage hande pa. Okay, so explain me again after everything is done. Okay. Next one, what happens is employee details dot split. What does the split command does? Split will take a character in and he will divide it based on what you have given. Split would take a character in and he will divide based on what you have given. Example x, x2, x3, x4, killer. He will divide it based on how you have given. That's what split command does it. Split would divide it into it. He would divide the string into okay the list. So example, okay, the word Raj 40,120 is there. No, it would be read as a single string. When you use this split command, it would become Raj as a separate string because you are dividing based on a space. So this empty character is a space. And this will become 4120 also a string. In this code, this will happen. Baranda, did you all understand here? This will be turned into this. Got the concept? Got the concept? Got the concept? Understood, understood, understood. Guys, put a thumbs up. Okay, right. Next one is you're converting something into float. Should I convert the word Raj or should I convert the word wow 4120? I don't know why they are converting into float. Intari maru tibba. But then a float te maru karno. Ana float d int kilakino. Float te karragena yag int gandikino. So you take 40,000. If okay, it will be like this. If you have a number because why they are doing it is it will become an error. Okay, yeah. What are they doing it is now Raj is earning in terms of decimal ki andako 55,005 sorry 50,075 cents or something. If I convert into int, it will give you an error. Did you get the concept? Okay. Now int he will give an error because int doesn't have any decimal point. So it will give an error. So what they are doing it is string int he will come across an error. Okay. So what he is doing it is you're converting into a float and then you're converting into an int. So what will happen in this manner is, should I convert the 40,000 or should I convert the Raj word? That's the next point. 40,000. What is the index of this? In a list, we can pick this number. What is the index? 1. This is 0. This is 1. Okay. I'll give it in this way. This is 0. And then you have 1. So which one should I pick? Which one should I pick? I have to pick the number 1. So how it will be? How can I pick that number 1? Can you tell me? Nikam 1 ke lagi what Bani, I have to tell the variable. What variable has that Raj, comma 40,120? What variable do I have? Line name. Line has the entire string. Line has the entire string. And line is a complete string. If I say line 1 Mashud, line 1 will be this R. Sorry, R name A. A will be the line 1. Okay. Int is a string, Lamaya. Okay. Which variable has this data? What variable has the data? This is the variable called line. What variable has this? You divide the line and save it in where? Employee details, exactly. Understood. So it's saved in employee details. So how can I pick it? So D will be what? Here, the D is emp details. ඒක තේරුන්න මුකුත් නෑ බලන්න නිකන්. There is nothing to explain in here. මොනවත් තේරුන්නේ නැත්තේ. බබා නෙමෙයි බලන්න employee details එක නම save වෙන්නේ. Okay. So it stores in that employee details variable AK first letter එක ගන්නලු. So that 40,120 කොහින්ද pick කරන්නේ? In which variable you used to save it? You save it in the variable called emp details. මෙන්න මේ variable එක තමයි තියෙන්නේ. So from there on you are picking. Then the next line it says if that net total is less than 0 now go for the next number. Meaning if that number is less than 0, they say just skip and go for the next one. Okay, they say if that number now 40,150 is less than 0 na मैं ඔක්කොම skip කරලා go for the next person. Continuously சொன்னா என்ன? What do you mean by the word continue, Mashood? Just skip and go for the next person. ඌ අතරලා දාලා අනිත් එක්කනට යන්නකෝ. අඩි ඌ වැඩක් නෑ බං අනිත් එක්කනට යන්න. That's what continue says. Break will stop. Continue will skip. So continue will say if you find the net total as 0, just go for the next person. So do you get it? We are going to divide it. We are going to reduce the net total now. Because 40,120, how it can be 0? 40,120 තමයි අරන් තියෙන්නේ. Then we have to divide it or subtract. Whatever multiply කරන්නේ add කරන්නෙත් නෑ. Subtract නැත්නම් divide වෙයි මෙතන. Did you get it? Because that number now net pay is that 40,120. Okay, net pay is the value called as 40,120. Now that 120 when it will become 0 if you're dividing or subtracting. So something will happen in this code. We have to see now. Okay, we have to see it now. Okay, we have to see what is it going to happen. So if it's less than 120 now skip kala, they are saying go for the next one. Next one required will become 0. They will take the next person Niranjala. If it's a space it will break. Did you all get the concept up to this? Did you get it in this? Hurry. Now only the adding and total and every calculation part comes here. So this part is all about making sure to set the required notes for 0, getting the line by line, and if that line is an empty, you stop the code. If it's not empty, you split into 2 and take the number, convert into an integer value. And if that integer value is less than 0 now, go for the next person. Hurry. Go for the next person. Okay. I'm just wondering about single medium student. Okay. It's all English, no? Single medium, seriously. All single medium students. I don't know why they're doing IT in Sinhala. Forget about IT. Why they are doing all the languages I don't know why they are doing all A-level subjects in Sinhala. Because if you go to university, it's only in English. Okay. Pisu learning seriously, Sri Lankan people. Okay, now the Aravasi English just imagine single medium student who doesn't know all these things. Okay, this is a screenshot I have taken from the okay. Yeah, Tamil also same. Okay, Tamil also same thing. Right, let's go. Print /n. What do you mean by this /n? This is a escape character. /n it's an escape character. We use to print new line. So you take a new line, new page, new line. So if you say new line, okay, print employee detail 0. Can you tell me what is employee detail 0? What is employee detail 0? Print employee detail 0. the name Raj. Okay, comma, net pay. Net pay. Comma, net pay value. Did you get it? So we are doing the Raj answer. That print statement comes here. Okay. If any other teacher who is explaining this, no, but I'm pretty sure no, your school teacher will never explain this question. Okay, I am pretty sure school teacher will just say, okay, just do this question and come kill out. Scheme में बालक कराई. இவ்வளோ கெடுத்து அமர்ந்தான் okay. Excellent. பண்ணினாலே புது. Okay, just imagine because they will get stuck. Okay, not everyone will go and discuss these things. Sir, in the chapter செய்யல sir. Okay, sir Raj. Okay, මේක තමයි part එක. Okay, right. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ I'll do it slowly. You ask question again, sir. I didn't understand anything. Like one going line by line. Put back in the right. Okay, that's here. Next line, net pay equal total pay. Now, what is net pay? The value of net pay is how much? That's changing. I don't know why. Abhi balamu. So net pay abhi mega dagamku. I'm like having a doubt. Idea karanni kila madadanni. Net pay equal to 40,120. They are copying this to 2p. 40,120. So it's like copying. This line making that copying part only happens. In this line, the copying part happens. In this line, the copying part happens. Like the value of net pay comes to 2pay. இல்ல என்ன சார் ஈக்கும் ஷுவரா ஈக்கும் 2pay வச்சுதான் இப்ப கேம் கொடுப்போம் போல எனக்குற மாதிரி. I'm pretty sure they are playing something with the 2pay part only. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I equals 0. Now this is a separate story. Okay. So what I'll do it is I'll take a screenshot of this. Now we're going to play with this I. Okay. I'm going to play with this story I with 2pay part only. I is 0. It's a repetition. So this is a repetition. This H, does it belongs to the repetition or is it outside the repetition? Okay. That is inside the repetition. It's inside. People who went to practicals in with us, you might know, right? Kandy people, Colombo people, what to do? Okay, Colombo, I did the practical. I said I'll do the practical in there. Nobody registered, so I cancelled it. Okay, what to do? Colombo people are really good, no? Okay, pay karla around 200,000 pay karla. Okay, I said I'll get you all to the practical. Okay, அது வந்து புரியவில்லை அது அதுக்கு அது குண் செட் கத்தமே இன்னத்தன can't help. Okay, they wait until the last moment, no? So Colombo, there is no practical. Kandy students, those who all went to the practical, we know. Okay, Mithana, it's inside. Okay, the repetition. Okay, required. Now, what is required? Did you come across anything called required? Methane required. This is required. What is required? Required is a variable. Okay, that is basically the notes, if I'm correct. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Required is a variable that keeps. So can you tell me this 0 would keep track of what values? This 0 would keep track of what values? Any idea? That 0 would keep track of what values? Notes required, what values? Now, what are the notes we do have? 5,000, 500,000, 500, 50, 100, 10, 20. So this will keep track of 5,000s. This will keep track of 20s. This will keep track of thousands. This will keep track of 50s. There's not the concept again. So it should get updated. Some appendo මොනාහරි එකක් තියෙයි දන්නේ නැහැ. It's supposed to get updated. It will get updated in there. Okay. Now, let's see. Is the value of 2p is greater than 0? Hurry. Required I. What is required I? That's 0. That's 5,000s. Okay. Total I. Totals. What is totals? That's this. Totals is equal to. Okay. Required I is what? So required is 5,000s. How many 5,000s do you need in 40,000? The metana monada store in required I ke store in required I sana 0 5,000. How many 5,000s do I need? Okay. How many 5,000s? 8. So here you should store the value 8. So can you tell me the equation to get 8? 40,000 120 something senja 8 varum. Add panna varade. How do I get that 8? Should I divide it? Okay, that's it. Obviously division, no? Okay. What type of division should I do? I should obviously start with 40,120 divided by 5,000. 40,120 divided by 5k would give you 8.024. So here we want to store 8 point something. Here we want to store 8 point something. We will store 8. What operator will give you 8? What operator will give you 8? Div operator, exactly. 4,120 div 5,000 will give you 8. Ha. Summer. Did you get the concept? Did you get the concept? 5,000. But then it's always 5,000 the because next repetition it will divide again by 5,000. Tava prashna. Put in there. Next number of 4,120. Give. Take a divide karla munari karanda because number one, if I put 5,000, hame 5,000, that cannot be done. I have to find the number of 5,000s. I have to find the number of thousands. I have to find the number of so I had to find the number of 5,000. I had to find the number of thousands. I had to find the number of 50s. I had to find the number of. We can't be changing the code. We have to put a constant 5,000s, thousands, 20s, 50s. So I have to divide it by everything. Do I have I stored the 5,000, 1,050? You know, एक गंडपना reference है. Have I stored this 5,000, 1,000, 100, 50, 20? I have to divide everything now to see. Have I stored somewhere? Have I stored it somewhere? Have I stored it? How have I stored it? How have I stored it? Notes. Grades. We have stored it, no? So that means notes के 0 इकाई, notes के 0 इकाई, required के 0 इकाई stores the same data. Now I got the answer why they have stored it. So use this in the repetition. But under notes के 0 and required के 0 stores the same thing. Notes के 0 stores about the 5,000, required के stores number of 5,000s you need. Notes के 1,000 stores the number of thousands I need. Notes के 500 stores the number of 500 I need. Notes के 100 stores the number of hundreds I do need. Got the concept? इतना कुछ है. Rather than saying 5,000, how can I pick 5,000 from that notes? Okay, how can I take that 5,000 from the notes? Not a subtraction. It should be how many 5,000s do I need? That will be my to pay 4,120 due 5,000, 1,000, 500, 100, 50, 20. How do I get it? Note से के I. Note से के I. Because I required I के लेकिन I 0 no. Required I in the sense 5,000s. So notes I is also 5,000. If I becomes 1, that's hundreds. Notes से के sorry thousands. Notes से के 1 ने cut 1,000. When I becomes 2, required will store all the 500s. Notes से के 2 ने cut 500. Got the concept? There ना. So obviously we have to divide it. But कोई दमाम 5,000 दम मत हमें वाले में 5,000 में वानी पैरा देने का. Because I have to see how many 5,000s are there. I have to see how many thousands are there. 500s को चराती ना दे, 100s को चराती ना दे, because it's a repetition. So when I increase the I, it will go for the next one. Got the concept? And also, I can't keep 4,000 divided by 28 and just keep it. Next time, when I'm dividing it by, now 5,000. Next time when I'm dividing it, I have to divide it by what number? I have to divide it by what number? That's also there. I have to divide it by 1,000. When I'm dividing it by 1,000, can I use the same number? Are you wrong? Is it correct or wrong? Can't, no? You can't use it because 40,120 well 5,000 skochratino 8 out. Next time I have to check from what number pa? 40,000 pona meedi 120 ladam paakanum. Yeah, no? Again, ek subtract something is happening, make up this rata. Because next time it should not be divided by the same number. The 2 pay will change. Metin. He's changing. This bugger is also changing. So let's see. Okay. Total I. What is total I? Total I ke liye totals wala ko total leke total. Okay. This is this total I equal total I plus this answer. So total meaning how many I's do I need? So what you do it is you require and then put it into total. Yeah. So it will be, you save that is in that answer. So it will be required I value. So total and required both goes in the same place. It's the same copy. So you update the required and then you go for totals. And then you have the total. Okay. So when I update this into 8, totals also need to be updated. That's what it says. This also supposed to be updated. Required and total both same pa. First what they do it is they calculate the number of required and they store it in total. They calculate the number of required and then they store it in total. First they calculate the number of required and they store it in total. So both same. Then G, that's the next part comes in there. How to take 120? How to take 120? Now, after dividing by 5,000, the next number I have to see by 1,000 na me 5,000 ke tina value okkome andone. That means 5,000 5,000 sellam pona, it will be 40,000. I have to take 120. Now, can you tell me what equation will give you this? Addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, division, due, power. What am I making it? Will addition come? Addition ke karanda bear. Subtraction? With what I can subtract? 2 pay minus required. Okay, a nice one. Someone has given this. Mashud has given this. Sir, what if you subtract with this required k value maker? Required I. Now, required I will have how much? 8. Up 4,120 8 pona. That's 4,112 tane. Aradini. Alinja Mashud. Subtract, obviously 40,000 subtract pananu. But the 40,000 pote vikke mela. Multiplication kohomat tinnine. If I divide 40,000 by 120, 40,000, 8 point something, no, 120 divided by 8, it will give you 5,000, it will give you 8 point something, 8.21. What if I use due? Sorry, due will give you 8. What if I use mod? Mod. Mod with what? 40,000 mod 5,000. How much? 40,000, 120, 5,000 pona. Remainder 120. Hurry, you're getting it. So you are getting 120. What is the next number I have to multiply? 120 mod 1000. I get 120. 120 mod 500. 120. 120 mod 100. 20. 120 50. 50. Sorry, 20. Mod 20. So mod works. Yeah. Mod does work. You have to mod it by that notes. Then you will get the remainder. So you have to mod by that. So 2 pay equal 2 pay mod that 5,000 rupee note, 1,000 rupee note, 50 rupee note, 100 rupee note, 20 rupee note. So that will be note or notes? Notes I. And then you go for the next number. අපි එකක් කරලා බලමුද හරිද කියලා. අපි එකක් කරලා බලමු. We got something. Okay. This is the first time I'm explaining such a code, especially for you, because this is the first time, no, we don't have the code, no. Hurry. අපි කරලා බලමු දෙකක්. What is the value of 2 pay? 40,120. What is the value of required I? I is 0. Okay. What is required I? That is 2 pay divided by notes I. Notes I killing in 5,000, you will get 8. So required will become 8. 8. Totals is equal to totals plus total I plus That is totals is 0, 0 plus. Okay. Totals is keeping track of totals there. Eh? Someone asked me a question. So, what is the difference between required and total? This section is required. This section is the totals. So, required will keep track of all the required notes. Required is 0 in for that specific number. Total, he is taking the total separately. How the hui magi? One student asked, Mashud, no? Mashud, I have asked, no? What is the difference between total and required? So total will keep track of that uh, specific employee, and sorry, required will keep track of specific employee. Total will keep track of all the total employee, total number of thousands I need. So so total will become required will become 8. Total will become 8. And then 2 pay equal 2 pay divided by 8. So 2 pay is 1024 divided by 5000, you'll get 120. Okay, then you go for I, that's number 1. That's the second round. Required I, that's thousands. Okay, so 120 divided by 1000, how much do I get? 120 divided by 1000, I will get 3 decimal places, so it will be 0 0.1212. Okay, 120 divided by 1000, I'll get 0 0.12. So what is due in 0 0.12? This will give you 0 0.12. This will give you 0. It will give you 0. So what will happen? In the second one, it will become 0. How many thousands do I need? 0. Okay. Total also will become 0. Then you go in divide it by 120 divided by 500. That's also 120. Percentage 120. Nice. Code is working. Okay. 2 pay equal 120 percentage I. I is how much now? 1000. So 120 mod 5. How do I get this? 120 mod 1000 will give you 120. So you'll get 120. So basically, एक divide करना बोलूँ ना हरी safe zone ने क्या ना? I will become 2. 2 के लिए क्या ने 5000, 1500. So 500 divided 120 divided by 500. 120 div 500 will give you 60. 0.24. This will give you 0. Again, required notes is 0. Total notes is 0. So 120 percentage 500 will give you 120. Nice. Code is working. Okay. Pattam worker no. All are good. Nice. This is for one person. This keep track of 2 pay, keep track of keeps track of total number of notes. This person will keep track of notes required by one employee. Then what is this code used for? Why do we do it? Percentage remainder after deduction of notes. Remainder after deduction of note values. That is 40,000 120 again 5,000 good 120. 120 again thousands good 120. 120 ki 500 gets 120. 120 ki 100 gets 20. Got it? 20 ki 50 gets 20. 20 ki 20 gets 1. That's 0. So remainder after deduction of note values. Next note. Okay. So this question is time consuming. Yeah, because if you are doing for the first time, okay, that's what it takes. Okay, you have to practice it. Okay, that's why we practice. Don't do simple questions. Do questions which are really, really terrible. Okay. මේක හරියට note code ටික දන්නවා නම් එච්චර වෙලා යන්නේ නැහැ because you have fill in the blanks no time consuming නැහැ. It won't take time. If you're writing the code, it will take time. But then, since you're filling the blanks, it will never take time. If you know the exact code in there, if you have practiced. Hurry. So this will calculate notes required. This will calculate required. So it will calculate required. So required, what will happen is calculate required. ඊට පස්සේ how it will be 8 comma how it will be 8 comma 0 comma 0 comma 1 comma 0 comma 1 because you need 8 thousands 0 500 0 thousands 100 0 50 120. I'm just giving for a one employee. Okay, that's what required would be. Required would be like this. Print the employees breakdown for I in range 0 to length of required. That's 1 2 3 4 5 6 people. Print rupees. That's this. Print rupees. Put that independent. That is this. Print rupees. Prints note I. That is this. 20. Colon I. What is I? You have to pick this 8. How to pick this 8? Can you tell me how to pick this 8? Okay. How to pick this 8? Pick 8 What command will give you that 8? What command will give you that 0? What command will give you that 0, 1, 0, 1? So this I can be filled there. What is that command? In which list, which index? Yes. Which list, which in correct, Mashuda, nice. Is it Mashuda, Mashuda? Okay, nice. Any others? Which list, which index? I have to pick now. We are updating the required dala. Notes. Okay, item is the total. I had to pick and say for this person. This 101008. Rifda, Mariam, Namira, Hana. Correct, Hafsa. Good. Bisma, Dwara, Farhan, Hima, Humaid, Ko Kattiya. This is stored in where? Required variable. Required variable, okay, it's a list. So if I say just simply say required, it will print everything. Required, okay, first index. Notes, okay, I ke liye kya notes I is 5000. Required I. What should be J? J is out of the loop. So total can be taken as because required total is equal. No ma. Total will get updated. Required and total at the moment it will be same. For the second employee, total will get updated further. 8 will become 18. 0 will become 1. 0 will become 1. 1 will become 2. So here my marker in one side that 8000101 that's required. 10 1 1 1 1 1 that's also required. Total is they come add total. So he adds in there. It's not same. I thought it's same, but it's not same. Okay. But I'm just thinking, what is J? J is outside the loop. Is it some print state or something? Did I open any file? Did I open any file? Loop पे की और है ना अकेले किया ने file लेकर yeah file dot close. Thank you pa. So this is you have to close the file. That's after the repetition. You have to close the file. So it will be what is the file you open? File dot close. You have to close the file. Ah. A full question discussion everyone have been asking me. Because Namira, when we go for the second time, okay, when we go for the second time, total is added. Now total I will become 8 no. 8 plus the new value. That's 10. So total will add all employees details. Required will be reset. I loop pe kudate anagota reset required ka 0000. So required will keep track of one by one employee. Total will keep track of all employees. Got it. So that is this question. Nice. Okay. So I also do it first time with you guys. Okay. It takes long time. Okay. Eka mama discuss karla hemming line by line hinda eka අනිවාර්යෙන් ගොඩක් වෙලා ගන්නවා. But it's very rare teachers do teach this. Especially okay, they will not go through. බලන්න තේරුණාද කියලා. ඔක්කොම හරිද? That question is not yet over. තව තියෙනවා. Required and not same ഇല്ല. Required what again? Length in the sense length. It will give the number of characters, number of numbers are there. Required will keep track of required notes for that specific employee. Notes will tell the number of available notes. But then the placement is same. Note take 5000 එක තමයි required එකේ first index. ඒ කියන්නේ required එකේ 0 දාලා තිබ්බොත් that place and notes එකේ උඩ තියෙන place එකේ දෙකම same. 5000 1500 එහෙම තමයි track කරන්නේ. So if notes එකේ 5000 නම් required එකේ 8 you need. Notes එකේ 1000 නම් you will need 5. Notes එකේ 500 නම් you need 3. So ඒ වගේ තමයි link කරලා තියෙන එක. Next question. The net pay of the employee in a estate does not contain sense. However, what practical problem with the aspect of the net total exists in this code? What modification do you need to do to fixing it? So they say there is no sense. So what kind of a potential problem are you seeing it? So they say the state take a salary ke sense nallu. So okay. Then what is the next possible issue you are coming across? So what is the problem and what is the solution? So you don't have sense. Problem में क्या ना बोलूँगा? अबे problem में कोई ना I'll give the problem no. If the salaries are like this, salary 40,000, can you find the answer? Yes. If the salary is 40,500, can you find the answer? Pulwam. If the salary is 350, can you find the answer? Pulwam. 260, Pulwam. 330, 330 Pulwam. 330 Pulwam. 515 Pulwam. 312 Pulwam. 609 Pulwam. Ba. 330 I find the very. Number of hundreds, 3. Number of 20s, 1. But tens, ne. The code doesn't able to find out the number of tens, number of twos, number of fives. Got the concept? You can find the number of notes only for 5,000 divisible by 5,000, 1,500, 50 and 20. What if your salary is in tens? 330, 350, 370. 70 pull. Okay, 380 pull. 390. Got the concept? Salary. Got the concept? Balanda. 10 million back, 330 number because you're only having notes on these ranges. So the problem is, okay, unable to calculate the notes required for salaries in tens and ones. Allah, stop. What do you say? Problem, solution. Unable to find, what did I say, Raja? Unable to 390 everybody pagro 390. Look, 50 and 2020. 50 and 2020. 10 kela. 10 cannot be found out. 30 cannot be found out. Unable to find, unable to calculate the number of unable to calculate the number of help me out, number of notes required for salaries in tens and ones. How can you have the solution? By increasing the notes range. So you can say notes 5,000, 1,000, 500, 100, 50, 20, 10, 2 and 1. 5 on 5, 2 and 1. Now you can find for everything. So they say it's not in sense. So then by increasing the note range. Happy? Understood? Got the concept? Complex, but still worth it. Worth it. Worth it. Salute, sir. Salute for you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Pa. Okay. Maybe this is the first time you are getting an explanation of this question from a teacher. Great. So they are saying sense now. No, it doesn't contain sense, Kilikino. Doesn't contain sense now. So they are saying sense now. Doesn't contain sense. Then how can you have 10, 2, and 1? They say they doesn't have sense. Sense doesn't contain sense. Sense only sonna. Okay, that 50 cents and cents. That's the salary doesn't contain cents, but what if the salaries are in tens and ones? So we increase the range. Exam, we had the time to think so much in the sense, uh, you have to get ready. Okay. If you in exam, especially A level exam, make do not think that you are preparing to go and sit there and think and write. I'll just tell it again. A level examination, it's not an exam where you go sit and think and write. It's an examination where you sit, write. There is no thinking. Okay, you don't have time to think. By looking at the question, you have to know the answer. That's that kind of a training only we need you to give it. Hamoma Villa, they tell you to think and then go kill. If you have to, okay, now for an example, in a war, okay, if you're going on a war in there, you have to march and then shoot. That's it. There is no thinking and everything in there. You have to just march forward and get into that, engage into the war. Same thing with the exam summit. Okay, there is no time of thinking. Okay, thinkerla by looking at the question itself, you know this is the answer. So in order to do that, what you need? In order to do that, what you need? Okay, in order to do that, what you need? If you want to eliminate the thinking part, practice. Bloody damn practice. Okay, you have to practice. That's the harak set getting papers karavangila. Okay, you have to sit and do it. Okay, you have to sit, do it, and understand by yourself. Teacher will help you, but then okay, teacher will be not there for whole day. Okay, so you have to do it yourself. So get into your head, right? May okay questions are simple. May okay question ka main question thi, but no thinking part. Okay. So happy. That's it. Okay, I'll end our session for today now. Okay, I have been not sleeping a couple of days, so tomorrow also I have the revision class in there. Okay, a couple of notice, you all. We are doing free grade 10 classes for all students. Okay, completely team master funding is there, and not only that, fee booster pack revision maybe kick it in there. And then also something interesting for y'all, achievements. Okay, so we are releasing some kind of collectibles. Okay, students those who are taking more than 70 marks in our exam, you will get this kind of a collectible okay in every exams in there. So this upcoming exams, okay, upcoming term Maestro's examination is also coming in July 1st to second week in there. So if you are able to take A in our class, okay, if you are able to take A grade in our class, you will be getting this, not the highest, A grade. Okay, A ganda pulwanang, you will get this kind of a frame. Okay, and then highest one will get this number one. Or maybe tunak connect karana pulwan kalu part lassan dekatina wall of frame kila stainless steel ekak. So this time also making it due to many requests. Okay, I'm opening the examination for outsiders also. So students, those who are not from our classes are totally welcome. Come and do the paper also. Okay, and get the challenges also. So it's open for everyone. Okay, come and do and get the paper in physically. At least before your exam, do a physical exam in it. You may be in different locations. You may be from Kurnagal. You may be from Gampola, Gilio, Mavanalla, trip yakana, Dawasakari, Eva Gamer. Come for this examination and do an exam in our center. We are opening in Kandy, Dehiwala, Colombo, and Panadura. So those centers we are doing it in there. Okay, so at least for one day, come and get that exam practice in it and do it in there. Open challenges for y'all. If you can take 75, hats off to all of y'all. But don't worry, okay, we will not even allow you to take 50. Okay, like last time we had from 200 students, okay, the highest is 54. This time we are targeting not even students to get 50. It's a thinking capacity. Okay, but very simple questions. Questions are simple that you have to think. Okay, so that's how we are making it there. So rest in peace, study well. 24 batch students, physical class students la in Nonang. Keep in mind exams are in July 1st and second week. I'm just busy with the database tute. Ek ivaru nama exam So Take care, much love. Have a nice day. Peace. Bye. So are you keeping revision classes in Candy? Yes, we are doing. We are having tomorrow. Tomorrow we are having the revision class.